Hello everyone, welcome to the Reaper Podcast. Today is May 9th, Tuesday at 5 o'clock p.m. Hello guys, good morning and good evening to everyone around the world. Now, today I do want to take it solo. I was trying to say slow and solo at the same time. But I do want to take it solo for just this one time to talk a little bit, to get stuff off my chest, so to speak. This week has been a wow week. I do feel like that Nico deserves a time off. He's dealing with some personal issues right now. I'm not gonna say because I don't know if he wants to make it public or not about what's going on. But let's just put it this way: that I do believe he needs some time and some people thinking about him and giving him the love that he needs. But not only is he going through a tough time, I am going through a tough time as well. This is going to get personal for just a second, so bear with me on this and then we'll get back to the other topics. Now, the thing is, I don't down CPS at all. And you guys know that I have a kid. I have a boy. He is, 8, about to be 9. And kids do make up a lot of stories, Some stuff they say is true, but you can tell from the stories and the lies. You can tell them apart. You can tell. But this is personal because the reason why I didn't text so much Thursday, or tweet, not text, tweet, was because I got a call from my ex that my son was just telling the teachers that he didn't know what it was because I don't know if they didn't tell him or what, or he forgot what medicine it was. He has bowel problems, not bowel problems, but he needs a softener, basically. So he has Miralax. They get Miralax and they sprinkle it in his water. Now, Miralax is white. Okay, it's a white powder sometimes, or it's a clear liquid. And he has very bad allergies, which is due to mine. I don't know about his mom, but me, I have real bad allergies. I do have a nasal spray. It's, medicated, a prescription, for my sinuses. So I don't sneeze as much, it just helps my sinuses. Because I get real bad to where, I think one time I sneezed for 5 minutes straight. And then I stopped, and I think it was probably 30 to 45 minutes apart, maybe more than that. I'd sneeze again for 5 minutes, and it sucks to have really bad allergies. And he has them worse than mine because he goes in a hayfield, and then he stays outside for a little bit. He can't breathe, so he's got real bad allergies, So he told the teacher, the whole mommy sprinkles white powder in my water, and also I drink. He said I drink cough syrup, which he says that I told him that I have throat spray, and then I drink water or whatever. So I don't know. It's really tough to. Do you choose your kid over an adult or whatnot, especially CPS. The thing is, he told the teachers that, so the teachers called CPS. And now my ex is under a monthly investigation, which they called me up and they said they would want to come and talk to me about allegations made towards my son. I don't understand that because I don't know if it's the clear picture. I don't know what's really going on until I talk. So they were supposed to come Thursday, and of course I flipped out because I clean a little bit, just to keep it enough to where it's good, not like sparkly clean like perfecto. It's just me and my wife and my father that lives with, we all live. So really, it's not a big, it's not a big place. I've lived here ever since I was little. It's my home. But anyway, it's hard to express how, there's certain stuff that's like going out that we're fixing. Something goes out, we fix it, or we make a note something needs to get replaced. Usually we like, oh, we'll replace it, but then don't, and then it goes out, or something happens, and it's like, oh, well, I need to replace it now. I better get it now, So it's like that. But the thing is, there are good parents in this world, okay? CPS, I understand their job is to find out, to see if kids around would, be endangered, if they need to pull them out or whatnot. But I do believe that the way this is being treated, it's so ridiculous. Okay, it's so ridiculous. I know my ex does not drug my son, and I know that she doesn't let him drink cough syrup. I don't know where. I don't know where this is going or whatever. But I've been told, and by a lot of people, that they will lie to you. They will twist your words. These guys are the ones who decide if you got CPS called on you. They're the ones that decide if your kid should stay or go. And I got scared. I am admit, I got scared, and I actually had to take a sick day off, come home, and I cleaned the shit out of the house. Like, my son's room, you wouldn't even, like, it was sparkleless. It was sparkly. It was like there was no dust. I dusted, I vacuumed and vacuumed and vacuumed and cleaned, and then I went everywhere else to clean. But my sunroom is the impressed part. It's like it's like you just put stuff in there. It's that clean. And it sucks. It sucks so damn bad that that all this shit's happening. And it's like you have to be. You can't just be like, oh, there's a wrapper that you left like 5 minutes ago. You have to throw it away. You have to be like that. Instead of like, oh, there's a wrapper, I'll get it, here in a minute. No, my mind is like, I gotta get it now. I gotta keep this place clean. But I think it's just to talk to me and not to look through my house. But yeah, it's the worst thing. Especially something so small. I understand that, oh, it's white powder, it could be drugs, drink cough syrup, it could be addicted to cough syrup. I understand that. But there is more pressing matters. Sexual abuse, rape, abuse to a kid, mentally and physically, living conditions that are so fucking horrible. just a bunch of other stuff. And it's so 10 times worse, and I don't understand why. I mean, why can't the teachers call them and be like, hey, your son said this. We need to have a talk. Come in now. Teachers talk to the mother, and then everything's all good. No, they have to immediately call CPS, which is retarded and not cool. Because then it gets me involved, and it's like, I don't know what the hell's going on here, but I know she don't sit there and drug him up. But, but yeah, that's why it's been a weird week for me, especially then. So it's like the personal issues I have for right now, and I'm sorry, guys. It's just I feel like I needed to get it out. I understand CPS does great things, but sometimes they make the wrong choices at the wrong time, especially with right now. It's it's not cool, but probably when this comes out, I probably already visited with her and to know what's going on a little bit more. And I said allegations towards my son made. I really hope that it's not like serious or something else he said. I don't know. But mainly it's because of the whole what he said that day. So, yeah. So, in moving on, I do want to. It was actually yesterday. Or not yesterday. It was Saturday. No. Friday. Friday was Nico's birthday, which is pretty cool. He's 18. So, guys and ladies, go after it. I think he's already seen somebody, but go after it. But anyway, I want to wish a way late happy birthday on the podcast to Nico/Zach. Sorry, I was up at 4 in the morning. It was like a party. To me, it felt, I don't know, I needed to let loose Friday, which I kind of did. But me and my son went to go see Guardians of the Galaxy 2. That movie fucking rocked. Oh my god, it was the best movie, and it couldn't have happened. It was pretty cool because my son saw the preview, and then he's like, "Oh, I want to go see it," and I was like, "Yeah, we'll go see it." If sorry about that, yawning. If we have time, I'll look up the time and see when we'll go, and then we'll go. So I was like, hell yeah, I want to go see it too, and I went and seen it, and it was the best Guardians. I mean, I know there's only been two, but the first one was awesome. The second one was phenomenal. It just, it was like a father-son thing. I mean, most people would say, oh, the implants that, real fathers are a piece of shit, and then stepdads are better. Well, maybe, but there are people out there that are fathers that are a complete piece of shit. Don't get me wrong. Every father deserves chances. Second chance, third chance, fourth chance. I understand. Me, I've always been there since birth for my son. I've always been there. I never quit. Sometimes the mom was withholding him because she didn't feel like I was a good father. I don't understand that because I've showed her time and time again that, I could be a great father. didn't really, still kind of acts that way a little bit, but I don't understand why. But anyway, but he is a great kid. I don't know how many times. Oh, sorry. I don't know how many times I gotta tell him I'm proud of him. You know, it's, yeah, he may do stuff, get in trouble, but that's being a kid. You know, I'm glad he's not a brat. I'm not saying most kids are brats, but I'm just saying I'm glad he's not like, you know, run up and down the aisle screaming his head off or whatnot. I remember this kid was doing that or whatever. And his mom was giving him a hard time. And Peyton was just real quiet, just sitting there like, really? Yeah, he just kept looking at him. And then he looked at me and goes, what's wrong with him? I'm like, I don't know, Peyton. Just don't look or say anything. I think there's something wrong with him, Daddy. I was like, oh, well, could be, but I don't know. It's just, I'm glad that he's not like that, you know. And last night was like the holy shit, because like at the end, it's very emotional at the end. Okay, it's fucking the most emotional. I mean, I thought, okay, stuff that gets me, if it's anything that has to do with the father-son relationship or something like that, fucking tears me up. I don't know why. I mean, maybe it's because I'm close to my father, and maybe it's because I'm close to my son, but the whole father, son or daughter thing, the father thing in general, fucking gets me so bad. You know, like Final Fantasy 15, the ending, I mean, I could talk about it right now, spoilers, but the ending was about, like, you know, the father thing, and I was like, oh my god, it tears me up. The ending to Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is, it's like a father theme type deal, and it fucking tore me up, dude. I was like I wasn't like crying like a little bitch, but what I was doing was I was sitting there watching it, and I felt the emotion, and I felt the tears coming, and I was like, oh no. And we're like front row. I mean, like the row that's like you have to tilt your head back, but the seat won't let you. The seat won't fucking let you tilt your head back. So you gotta fucking slouch down, and then you gotta fucking tilt your head up to see the whole fucking screen. That's where we were. We're in the front, and everybody else was in the back, which I wanted, but Peyton was like, I wanted to try this way. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. We'll try it, you know. So we tried it. And of course, I'm sitting there watching the last scenes. Ball, dude. I mean, I'm talking, not like ball, but I'm talking just, it's like somebody just turned the water just enough to be like streak, tear on either side of my face. I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. The emotion. Oh, the feels. Like, it was just like, damn it, you know, it, I mean, the whole time I was like, damn it, why did it have to be feels, why? And then, of course, my son was next to me, and I was like, please don't turn to me and look at me, please don't, and he didn't, thank God. I was like, I didn't want him to turn and be like, out loud, Daddy, you crying? And it's like, oh, damn it. You know, I would have to laugh or go, no, mate, I'm not crying, yeah. But it's such a good movie all the way around. I mean, the ending is kind of sad, and it does depict, like, you know, it kind of does, but not really. There's a lot of new people in it as well, like super celebrities, which surprised the shit out of me. But that just goes to show you how big Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, was. And everybody's wanting to get in on it and all that. Dave Bautista, man, he was funny. Chris Patrick was funny as well. I can't remember who plays Rocket. and I can't remember who plays Gloria, and I can't remember. I don't know if Vin Diesel plays Groot still, or was this something else? But the Groot was funny. It was just, it was hilarious, dude. The whole thing was hilarious. I do have to say there was a lot of cussing in this one. Usually the last one they didn't have that much cussing. This one had damn shit. Penis. I mean, it had penis. I was sitting there. I mean, I know my kid is like 8, about to be 9. And I know he's probably learned this stuff already. But, I mean, it's like, damn. You know, I took my son to go see a show. And they're talking about penises and conception and sexual endos. And it was like, are you kidding me? Really with this shit? Oh, wow. It was good. It was good. It was good. It teaches a lot of stuff that you gotta pay attention to. There's a lot of characters you gotta pay attention to because it's like, oh, that person's in there. Oh, that person's in there. Holy shit! You know, it just shows you how big Guardians of the Galaxy is gonna become. So, guys, I would urge you to see Volume 2. It's phenomenal. I'll do a review on it, but it's a phenomenal movie, and I love it. I wouldn't mind seeing it again. Would not mind. Kurt Russell was pretty good. I hate how he... You just guys gotta watch it. I'm a Kurt Russell fan, you know. To see that... It's like, no. And especially the guy who plays Merle. I can't remember his name. I'm bad with names. But the guy who plays Merle, dude, it just seems like that path is always there. Like, you look at the Merle path. The blue guy path is almost the same, you know. And it sucks. It's like, dude, why do you... I'm surprised he didn't go up to the writers and go, really? You know, you guys know what I'll be talking about, but yeah. So moving on to the last thing I do want to talk about, and this is going to be a short little podcast for you guys, but yeah, like I said, I'm going solo, and it's been a rough week, and with everything going on, and do not have that much sleep. I went to bed at 4, got up at 9, so it only leaves me with 5 hours of sleep. You know, I tried to go back to bed and I couldn't, but being down here with no windows on, I could just turn off the light fucking sleep. But after this, I'm gonna be turning on the live stream. Usually I do Sundays. The reason why I've changed just for this week is because we had something come up for Sunday, so I couldn't do a live stream or whatnot. But like you guys know that I record on Sundays and then release it on a Tuesday, so yeah. But, I mean, like, right now, I'm like, my eyes are closed. I'm just, like, talking out of my ass. But, anyway. The last topic I want to talk about is predictions of E3. Okay, so hold on your butts, everyone. Hold on to your butts. And I will tell you my predictions for E3. Now, remind you that I'm swinging on some of the stuff. I'm swinging with the wide bat to hit every possibility. I understand that, and I understand it's like, well, it's not really a prediction. It's just you're not really doing anything. I'm sorry, I'm channeling Rick and Morty here in a minute, but it's just it's possibilities. You know, you can't just like you can't be a young year and be like, oh, but it's this, and then like you're half right or you're half wrong, and it's like, well, whatever. You can't be a dick. Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. They gotta change that from don't be young. Don't be young, yeah. Don't be young, yeah. Don't be a dick. Don't be a person that takes information or whatnot. It's just I find it funny because about I don't know. This is the first I've heard about taking information, and I got to thinking about because I did the Del Taco thing first before he even fucking mentioned it. And I busted him out on Twitter as well. I was like, this Del Taco guy is a fake and a fraud. And, and I busted him out in front of Kojima Productions and all that, which caused him to disappear because I called him out, So he disappeared from the fucking planet. So, because he assumed, like, the last one was like, oh, there's going to be a new trailer. There's going to be gameplay. Well, there was new trailer, no gameplay. Then he was like, well, things changed. And, it's like, dude, dick, move on. So, but I'm going to do my predictions for Square Enix, BioWare, THQ Nordic, and Konami and Kojima Productions. Okay, so. Alright, you guys ready? Young, if you're watching this, do not steal my shit. I know you released some predictions on E3 or whatnot. Please don't steal my shit. But anyway. My predictions for Square. Let's start with THQ Nordic and BioWare. THQ Nordic, I'm just gonna call it THQN for short. Came out with a trailer for Darksiders 3. Dark fucking Siders 3, baby. God, it looks good, and they're sticking with the because I thought they were gonna like revise everything. Like, oh my god, we have to redo it since we got the rights. And the characters, fuck no. Thank God they kept with that. I don't know if it's the original script, but they kept with the characters. And War is still chained up, which I don't. I hate this though. I hate that everything is happening. It seems like, because that's how Death was. Death was when the horseman died, or the horseman was chained up. And it was happening in those events. The war was chained up. And I can't remember if it was like when he was chained up and then released, so then it was like that. I don't know. But I want to see it move forward. I want to see the whole, what, are there going to be a Darksiders 5 where the other one comes right when War's chained up, and then there's going to be a Darksiders 6. No, wait. There's going to be a Darksiders 5, that's like, we're going to have them all together and you can co-op or whatnot. And it's like, oh, really? But yeah, it's really, really, I believe they'll probably re-show that trailer, maybe a new one. Because it's just weird that they just released it, Gameplay is not likely because that's way too. I mean, they just released a trailer. It's way too off for a gameplay. I mean, they're not Konami or anything with Metal Gear Survive. But so that's my predictions for them. BioWare is probably, they could have a DLC plan for Mass Effect Andromeda. Possibly not. Who knows? When it comes to them, I really think maybe BioWare is kind of like bowing out of the situation because of so much they have to do to Andromeda still. And I really think it's the customer's fault. I think it's us wanting the game so damn badly that prompted for early release when shit wasn't done, and they're probably like, fuck it, we'll just, release the game and patch it, or working out the kinks, which sucks so bad, but you know what? Like I said, my storyline, it doesn't affect it none because I'm still into the story. I'm not into the, and I've seen crappy animations and glitches, but it's fine. They're great stories. I don't know what Bethesda's doing. I don't know if they're even going to show up. I mean, they just released Skyrim for the PS4 not that long ago. I mean, they could have another Fallout game, or they could have another Skyrim. Yeah, I mean, there's a rumor going around they're going to have another Elder Scrolls game coming out, which I know they have the online one coming out, the second one. So yeah, Bethesda is kind of a wild card, to be honest. So moving on to Square Enix. Square Enix, this is where I'm going to use the wide bat. This is the wide bat situation here. They are unpredictable as shit, and that's why I'm using a wide bat. Games that could possibly show off at this E3. One is Final Fantasy XII for the PS4. 2, Final Fantasy VII. 3, Final Fantasy 15 DLCs. 4, Kingdom Hearts 3, or the other Kingdom Hearts game that's already been released. Maybe some other titles. But mainly I do want to focus on, I mean, they could have like Gladio, they could show up Gladio and Prompto DLC and possibly others. They could show off other weapons or other stuff, expansions or whatnot. 7, will we get a new trailer? Possibly. I say we'll get a new trailer, maybe gameplay. Will it be playable on floor? Possibly. I'd say that's probably one of the games. I say it's very, very possible, very likely that they could have a playable product coming from the gameplay and everything else. Anything else they could just show either trailers or whatnot. They could show off 2.8, Kingdom Hearts 2.8 and 1.5, 2.5, simply because, they're promoting the games. But but what about Kingdom Hearts 3? Kingdom Hearts 3, it could be a new trailer, or some of the old trailers and the new one mixed. Could there be gameplay? There's been gameplay, so there could be gameplay along with the new trailer. So it's a possibility. Is there gonna be a playable version? No, because they're not that far into it. I don't know why they're even showing gameplay at this point. They need to show like cutscenes and trailers and stuff like that, not just gameplay. Gameplay could have been later. Okay, well, that's it for the Square Enix portion. Now let's move on to the heavy hitters. Konami. What's going to happen with Konami? Konami, they're probably going to have the soccer game ready and able, like a new soccer game. That's expected. Maybe a possibly Yu-Gi-Oh game, something to do with Yu-Gi-Oh. Now, Metal Gear Survive. Metal Gear Survive could have a new trailer with new gameplay. The gameplay I'm waiting on is probably going to be the same mission or a different mission. Different area, possibly. That's a successful one. They showed a failed one, but then they showed a a failed mission. They could show a successful one. What does a successful mission look like? That's what a failed one looks like. What does successful you know what I mean? What does it look like? So, and they could show up that. Now, is there going to be a playable version on the floor? Yes, because there's rumors going around that there's going to be a playable version on the floor. They're going to show new gameplay, and then they're going to show a new trailer. Hopefully, the new trailer has some more information than what we got in the last one. The last one, it is very vague, but you can see different stuff. I've mentioned time jumps. It feels like a time jump from Ground Zeroes to Phantom Pain setting and time in a different dimension. I feel like they time jumped. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, a lot of stuff could happen with that. As far as the other games, I mean, it could be Bomberman or other games, maybe a Castlevania type deals coming out. I don't know. But that's my predictions for Konami. The other one, Kojima Productions, even though I think they're one and the same, but let's move on from that point. What's going to be the Death Stranding trailer? Now, the Death Stranding trailer, in my theory, is going to have 3 people. What I mean 3 people is the first trailer had 1 person, which was Norman. Second trailer had Del Toro and Mads. The third one could possibly have 3 characters. Now, the guy who made for Mother Base of Love a Hideo Kojima book or fan book or whatever. I think it's at Cryptid Snake. I'm not sure, but he tweeted how much you want to bet there's going to be, or he's going to show 3, or not 3. How much you want to bet Hideo's going to show female characters in this trailer with Loror. I took it one step further and added that Emma Stone and Stephanie Houston could be in the game. Those are my 2 covered for the 3. I don't know the third person. Third person could be a girl too. They could all be girls. But I believe they have a purpose. I believe Emma Stone's going to be in it. I believe Stephanie Houston's going to be in it. I mean, come on. There's a bunch of rumors of Emma Stone. That's how the Mad shit got started. That's how the shit got started, man. So that's all I gotta say for that. Could it be possibly gameplay? Unlikely. Kojima wants to show all of his cards. Right now he's got 2 cards on the floor. He's got more in his fucking hand. He's about to lay the third one down right on E3. He doesn't give out information that easily. What's funny is he did mention New York. And it was pretty obvious. He had a pedal. Why would he have to backpedal? I mean, he knows how people are, and he could just say, well, to sum it up, that it's not a setting in Death Stranding. But he kind of backpedaled and went, well, okay, it's not a setting. It's not a setting in Death Stranding, but it's an example. It's like, why would you freak out over that? I think he said, for example. Or he should have said it, for example, or whatever. But that was like a hint that, yeah. But it's just a lot of stuff to think about. So, if it wasn't for Cryptid Snake putting the plural spin on it, I wouldn't even consider thinking of Stephanie Houston. But could it be both or one or the other? Yes, and I don't know. So, yeah. There's my predictions for E3. For all those heavy hitters and light hitters and whatnot. So, yeah. Guys, that will do it for this episode of the podcast. I'm sorry it's so short. Sorry it's just me and not goofiness. I just feel like everyone needs a break and I need to get stuff off my chest and get it out there. So thank you guys so much for listening. Please check out Fanboy Frenzy. Check out this channel. Hit subscribe button. Hit the comment below. Like button. You know what to do. And as always, I'll see you guys next week around the same time. See ya. Play me out, Maestro.